on, everybody? So I guess let me clear up some stuff about this truck because I keep getting comments on it like it's like almost like Prime screwed me or something. So let me kind of go through like the process of what the idea or what their idea was behind it, right? So we were already on our way to Texas, like we were already going that direction. I think our load was like Haltom City, I think, so it was like in Fort Worth. So we were only like, I think it was 4 hours. We were only 4 hours away, and we didn't really have to be there like that crazy fast to pick up the truck, the current truck that I'm in, that Peterbilt. So it was kind of nice. So we drove 2 hours. I stopped at my house just for the night. I dropped some stuff off. I picked some stuff up because I knew that I was going to upgrade. So I dropped some stuff off, picked some stuff up, and we came down and got this truck. Nobody knew what kind of condition it was in. We didn't know what to expect. Like when we got here, we didn't know if it would start, nothing like that. So when we got to it, we opened it up. We just kind of looked inside of it, and was it dirty? Yeah, I mean, you could tell someone was in it. Is it pretty? In my mind, it's pretty amazing that somebody like would leave all the trash in there. It's kind of like, well, if you abandoned the truck, right? I mean, who gives a shit? I guess they thought it wouldn't be their problem, but at some point it will be. So they left like all that trash you guys saw in the thumbnail on the last video. I threw a lot of that out. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, well, that's not your job. You know, you shouldn't be the one to have to clean it. You're right. But I also don't want to be in a dirty truck while I'm in it, right? So now all the stuff that's in the fridge, I'm not going to touch that. I don't have anything to put in there. I don't really need to do that. I did go through like the cabinets and stuff, and I pulled out a lot of the I don't know if it was trash. There's like paperwork and stuff. I'm not going to throw that out. I'm just going to leave it on the seat. There were some trip sheets, so I'm going to take those. Why not, right? What are they going to do with them? So I'm going to take those. But everything else is going to be, I think the rest of it, like any personal items, they said that they would send to him on his own dime. So who him is, I don't know. I don't think I said the truck number, I don't think. But if I didn't, I'm not going to, because I don't want someone to be like, oh, I know that guy, and then, because I mean, if he left, no big deal. Anyways, he left his like the sheet that goes on his bed. It's got his 2 sheets, I think. It was a sheet and a blanket or something. Of course, I just wrapped all that up, kind of like a bag, and just left it. There's like Crocs or something stuff down the door. So any of his personal items that he left, I'm just gonna do what they said, and set it off to the side, which I did. I put it on the top bunk off to the corner. So, and once I get there, I'm gonna pull all that stuff down and put it right here in the middle, so they can figure out what to do with it. Same thing with the binder. There's a binder here. I'm gonna put all that stuff. I'm gonna stack it in the seat. Everything that I consider basically personal items or not my items or stuff just gonna leave it. Now, yes, the truck has right now as it sits 476,012 miles. They gave me the option of basically taking it, and I don't have to wait or anything like that when I get done with my upgrade classes, because it's going to be like a week. So who knows what they're going to have in a week. Like I said, I want a Peterbilt. Now look, if you look at Success Leasing's website on the inventory, the only ones that got low miles on there are the fucking Internationals. I do not want an International. I don't care what I have to do. I don't want a fucking International. And it's just a preference. I've driven them before, and they feel cheap. I just had lots of issues with them, and not just like, oh, I drove one and that's it. I mean, I've driven lots of different ones from different companies, and they all, it's just International. I just don't like them. So I don't want one, and if it was up to me, I wouldn't want a Cascadia either. Why? Because everyone and their mother has one, and there's not that they're bad trucks or anything. My preference is a Peterbilt. That's it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to take this one. I don't know yet. I don't know what's going to happen. I've only driven it from the east side of San Antonio, Converse, Texas, to here, to Laredo. So that's about as far as I've gone with it, and it drove fine. Everything drove great. It pulls to the right a little bit, but it could be an air pressure thing. It could just need alignment. Who knows? And this not going anywhere. It's not like they're gonna just be like, oh yeah, they'll just sell it, and they might. It's 476. There's one on there right now I want to say it's a Cascadia, and I think it's got 439 or 449 or something like that. 449,000 miles, something like that on there. I mean, and that's on there to be leased, and I think the lease ends May. I think it's in May of 24. So, you know, it's you know, I know everyone's like, oh, you know, it's got a lot of miles on it. I'm telling you, go on the Success Leasing website. The only ones you're going to see that don't are all the internationals. There's a reason why those internationals aren't going anywhere. People don't want them. I don't want them. I don't really want a Cascadia. I just don't. Speaking of international, there's one outside right now. But anyways, I just don't want one. I don't want one, and that's just the bottom line. People are saying, there's a comments on there saying that I should be pissed that this is what Prime gave me. Prime didn't give me this truck. They're saying I can take it, and I'm not saying Prime itself. It's just a fleet manager who was over this truck at the time. He was saying I can take it if I want, but if I don't want it, I don't have to take it. They're not forcing me to take this truck. They're just having me take it up to Springfield, and they're giving me a load from Laredo. It actually goes to Pennsylvania, but I'm not taking it to Pennsylvania. It's going to be repowered from Prime 1 in Springfield. So I'm only driving it to Springfield, and I'm not going to make it all the way. I think it says 14 hours. So it's roughly about 13 hours. So I'm not going to make it the whole way. You know, I'm not going to you know, I'm not going to really worry about it. You know, I'm not going to try to get there as fast as possible. More likely, I'll be there probably sometime tomorrow morning before noon. You know, so I think people got the wrong idea. Like, Prime gave me this truck. Here you go. You know, you're good to go, and then we'll clean it up for you, and this is what you're going to take. No, they're not saying that I have to take it. They're just saying I can take it if I want. If I don't want it, I don't have to take it. And everyone's like, oh, it's got all these miles on it. You're going to be broken down all the time. And I mean, it's got 476, and since I've driven it, the only thing that I've noticed is just the pulls to the right. That's it. That could be an alignment issue, could be an air pressure issue. The air pressure thing's not going off, and I've checked it. They're all fine. So it's more likely just needs an alignment. It could be the tires also. Maybe the tires need to be replaced. Who knows when the last time those were done? But it doesn't run hard. It doesn't shift hard. There's nothing crazy about it. It's nothing. You know, and everyone's saying, oh, well, you're going to have to, you know, 4 to 6 months before you can order a truck. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It'll take a little while before I can order a truck. And that's okay. You know, like, not a big deal. I understand that it takes a few months for trucks to come in. It could be faster. It could be later. Who knows, you know? But yeah, like I said, I think there's like a misconception that I have to take this truck, or they fucked me over by giving me this truck. They didn't. I didn't go into a deep clean. The only thing I did was I cleaned the surface areas and areas that I know I'd be. So I cleaned the driver area. I wiped off the mattress, even though honestly it looks brand new. I took those sheets off and I wiped everything down around the bed area, the little shelf thing, the cup holders I cleaned out because I know I'd be using those. The fridge I didn't really touch. If there was stuff like, I don't know, like you ever spilled ketchup and you it dries or whatever, and you can see where it's on there and it like dripped down. When you see, like, I'm not saying it was ketchup, but stuff like that, I just wiped off. I wiped off the outsides and everything like that. I went through most of the containers. I can't open the bottom of the bed. I guess it's locked. I had to cut the back. I had to cut the alloy lock off the load locks to be able to access them because the place I'm going to needs 3. So I've got to grab 3, and I couldn't get it off because it was locked. So yeah, I don't understand. Like, some people were pretty pissed in the comments, and they were like, "Oh, that's crazy! Can't believe that happened." And so yeah, you know. And I seen a couple people's videos. You know, like, it's all the same where you get there and you go out there, you pick a truck and all that stuff. I'm just saying, you know, that's not the case. Like, they're not forcing me to take this truck. And again, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. So I'm just saying, so far I do. I mean, I still have to drive 14 hours, so something could pop up by then. I mean, but as far as I can tell, it seems to be running okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but everything seems fine. I don't like how everything is button based. I don't know how to explain it. Like the hazards are way down here on my left. I don't really like that. You can tell it's just older technology. The places they put things are just older. So I mean, like I said, it's not really a big deal. I'm not really too concerned about it. Um, you know, right now I'm not thinking about like, you know, this is basically my truck. Like I said, I haven't placed anything anywhere. I haven't put my clothes away. I haven't done anything like that. I just cleaned basically spots that I knew my stuff would be. You know, the only thing I'm really worried about right now is just getting up to Springfield. You know, getting checked into Campus Inn, which I've already talked to them about that. So what they're going to do, what I'm going to be able to do is drop the trailer off there at Prime 1. Once I disconnect from it, I'm going to go back out. I'm going to go straight to Campus Inn, get a room, you know, check in, all that stuff, drop my stuff off, and then come back to Prime 1. That way I can drop the truck off and figure out who I need to bring it to or whatever, wherever it needs to go. So, hold on, just give me a second here. I gotta change this. There we go. So yeah, take it, drop it off, whoever it needs to go to, and then I'll do a final sweep just to make sure that I grabbed all my stuff, and then that's it. I'll go and do my upgrade classes, and I'm gonna keep an eye on the Success Leasing inventory, and if by the time I'm ready to go, and if they have a Peterbilt with a little bit less miles, then that's probably what I'll take. It's probably what I'll end up doing. I mean, like I said, I like this truck. I just have a concern about how many miles are on it. What I don't want to do is take it and be okay with it, and then all of a sudden later down the road I'm having an issue and that kind of thing. So I just want to be able to you know, get something for the time being, and I can order a truck later, which is what I plan on doing. So hopefully that clears up anything that people were concerned about. You know, I don't really like, you know, I don't want anyone to think that maybe it was me. Maybe it's something I said that made you guys think that this is what I had to take. You know, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. You know, and the one thing I don't want to do is get the truck there and then have to get on the shuttle with all the shit that I got. You know, I'd rather you know, be at the hotel or whatever, and then once I'm able to get done with all my classes, and I can go check in, or I mean, not check in. Get my truck, and then I can go straight to Campus Inn, park, put all my stuff in that truck, and then check out. You know, that's the goal. So it is currently right now 12:26 Central Time. I'm in Laredo, so I got another probably 3 hours, 4 hours. This load doesn't pick up till between 4 and 9. So I'm assuming I'm still gonna have to be loaded. So I'm probably gonna leave a little bit later. My guess is probably about 7. Here in a minute. I've got the trailer that they're going to give me. I need to go and unlock it. They're going to unlock it and make sure that it's clean and that it doesn't need to be washed out or anything like that. And then that's basically about it. And then before I leave, I'm going to go pre-cool it, make sure it's good to go for this produce. And other than that, should be good to go. I'll keep you guys updated on, you know, what's going to happen as far as, you know, where I'm at. Like I said, be a video today. Probably next one will be, my guess, probably when I get stopped, depending on what time that is. I don't know what time I'm going to stop, because like I said, if I leave, I'm hoping they do have to load me, and it takes them a little bit of time, because the more time it takes, then the more I can, it's going to take me, like, I want to try to use my full clock and get to where I'm stopping during the day, because I need to stop during the day. That way I can find a spot, rest for a little bit, and then drive the extra, I don't know, I think it'll be like 4 hours, 2 or 3, 4 hours, something like that, the rest of the way to Springfield. So, and then drop it off and, you know, all that, get a room. But anyways, I'll get this video uploaded here in a few minutes. I'm not doing shit. I'm just sitting here relaxing. I'm playing some games. So, guys, I appreciate all the love and support. Hopefully that clears up anything with the truck. It is a nice truck. I mean, like I said, there's not like a bunch of shit broke or anything like that. It's, you know, if you wouldn't see the miles, you'd never know. So, all right, let me get out of here. I'm gonna try to go find something to eat. I think I got some sunflower seeds, so I might do that. That's what happens when you only get roughly $700 something and you got to pay bills. So, anyways, catch you guys in the next one. I'll see you maybe later tonight or tomorrow morning. All right, guys.